Now, we need to talk a little bit about how the body is going to compensate for the loss of these hydrogen ions, the elevated amount of bicarb retention, and high pH. This is easy. We talked about this before, but it's very important that I actually point it out to you guys. So, I told you the top is always metabolic, constantly. So in any kind of metabolic alkalosis, we know we're already dealing with this top part of the figure. The only way, I repeat, the only way we can actually fix this is by coming here, down to the bottom. What? The CO2, the arterial PCO2. So how does the body regulate this? Well, if the pH is up, try to bring it down. It's already greater than 7.45. So the body is trying to retain some CO2. How does it do that? If you increase the amount of CO2 at the bottom, you automatically decrease the pH. Theoretically, that's how it works, right? Because I'm retaining a lot of bicarb, and I'm losing a lot of hydrogen ions. If my kidney refuses to lose its bicarb, the only way I can fix this is retain a lot of CO2. And when I retain CO2, we call it hypoventilation. So the patient is not breathing as fast as it was. Remember in metabolic acidosis, if you haven't watched that the patients actually hyperventilate to get rid of all too much CO2. In this case, they retain it, and that is the respiratory compensation. Got it? So, let's put it in words for a minute. Let's see how the body actually compensates. So we can put it in a better format. So let's pick a 20-year-old gentleman. Female, actually, we're going to do it this time. 20-year-old female came to the emergency room. She's complaining of, she's weak, she's tired, and she's been having some episodes of vomit. Okay. Like I said, metabolic acidosis, alkalosis, the patient's complaining of what? Symptoms. The chief complaint, she's fatigued, and she feels weak. Her symptoms, obviously, like we said, she's been vomiting, nausea and vomiting. We order our labs. The labs come back like this. Look at that. Patient's hypokalemic. That will explain the weakness. Look at the bicarbonate. It's 36. It's telling you something. They say they're nausea and vomiting. Since they've been vomiting all day, we've been vomiting for a couple of days now, automatically we can go back to our formula. Just real quick in our head. They've been losing all these hydrogen ions. They're retaining so much bicarb. The pH, which I could have forgot, was 7.49. So automatically we know the patient is alkalotic. The primary problem is right on top. The only way the body is going to actually compensate is by going the respiratory route. By retaining CO2. So if I should expect the PaCO2 of this patient to be greater than 40. Does that make sense? Because that's the only way. Remember, once we use up the top, the only way we can figure this out is by coming to the bottom. Respiratory compensation. So I should expect the PCO2 should this is just, I'm guessing. I'm just put out the random number. It's not like the answer, but it's greater than 40. 52 is greater than 40, so I just pick 52, right? And that's how you figure it out. That, okay, the patient is vomiting, the pH is high, they're losing all this hydrogen ions, they're retaining their bicarb, the pH is high. The only way they're going to figure out how to compensate is by definitely retaining carbon dioxide, which is going to cause that PaCO2 to be high. But you know what? You don't want your PaCO2 to be too high either, because if you become hypercapnic, you also become hypoxic. So we got to treat it as soon as possible, right? And if it's saline sensitive, like we talked about in the video earlier in the video, we give them saline, we treat the underlying condition, give them some potassium. Do you understand that? That's just one key important thing I think we need to talk about. Like I said, I was going to talk about use a case to kind of paint the picture a little bit. And this will be something in the case of saline sensitive. If we're saline resistant, I would have picked a patient. Actually, why don't you let us go ahead and do that? A 45-year-old gentleman comes to the emergency room complaining of he's been peeing his brains out and he's tired, he feels weak, he can't move his muscles. So, chief complaint is also fatigue, weakness. We ask him for the symptoms, complex of polyuria, some headaches. He's also complaining of severe weakness in the lower extremities, bilaterally, he's tired. I ordered some labs. His sodium, potassium, I would be pretty damn scared, right? Me too. What else we need here? Let's toss in bicarbonate. His blood pressure. Also, let's see, I think that's good enough information, right? If you look at the information I presented on the board here, we have said the patient has fatigue and weakness, he's peeing his brains out, he has some headaches, he has some weakness, and look at his potassium. His sodium is mildly elevated, like more than 145, which is the range. Sodium is 135 to 145. His bicarb is high because it has some metabolic alkalosis, and we forgot to say the pH is 7.50, which is clearly greater than 7.45. So, what do you think is going on? I basically gave you a case of a patient with some problems with aldosterone, and it talked about it in the pathophysiology. So automatically you see how all this case can lead to the diagnosis of the patient. And what they are doing is they're retaining a lot of bicarb. The pH is very elevated. The only way again for them to compensate is by coming down here. But I told you the way we're going to treat them is different. We're not going to give them saline because it doesn't work. We automatically either give them spironolactone, which is bilateral adrenal hyperplasia. We give them, we take out the adrenal tumor from the adrenal gland if it's just unilateral. Okay, I hope this case was very straightforward, pretty easy. I hope you enjoyed this. We're going to keep furthering with our videos, and we're going to talk about both sides of this slide. Thank you. Hey, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you learned a lot. Are you studying for the USMLE Step 1 or Step 2? Are you studying for the NCLEX, or you're currently in nursing school as a nursing student? Are you a PA student currently in school or studying for your PANCE exam? Or are you a nurse practitioner student or trying to take your NP board exam? Listen, I've got super awesome content for you. If you truly love this video and it simplified your learning process,
I want you to check out my website below. I've listed all the list of exams, whether you're studying for any of this board exam, and all I want you to do is click on the link right now below so that you can take you directly to my website. For USMLE, just go to smashusmle.com. For NCLEX, go to crushnclex.com. And if you're studying for the PANCE exam, the nurse practitioner exam, or you're studying for your internal medicine board exam, just click below and it'll take you directly to ftplectures.com. Listen, I can't wait to help you. If you need to get in touch with me, just get to my website, you'll be able to reach me directly, and we can work together one-on-one. Listen, you're super awesome, and my goal here is to help your dream come true. If you want to be a doctor, want to be a nurse practitioner, a registered nurse, or physician assistant, I'm here to help you get to that next level. With your medical knowledge, let's save the world together. I love you guys. You guys are super awesome, and do not forget to click on the link below to be able to get to my website. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You guys have a great day. Let's go.